oh my god, you can't ask me that. What's your favourite game, retro game and system, console? How's it going, everybody? This is Dan at Colossal Vids and welcome to a brand new video. Now today I'm going to be doing my 200 subs Q&A special. So I just want to start by saying thank you very much to all of you who posted comments, or if you just said congratulations or very well done, well deserved, etc. Really does mean a lot. So I really hope you guys enjoy this, and again it's just a thank you for, well, surpassing now 200 subs, and here's to well, hopefully the next milestone. You never know. So without further ado, let's crack on. Okay, so first of all then, one of my really good friends, Gashead Steve, who I've known a long time, has said, congrats Dan, and my questions are, number one, can you do the mannequin challenge? Well, I haven't done the mannequin challenge as such, but it's not particularly difficult to do. However, you would need a group of people for it to be kind of fairly entertaining. I think doing it by yourself would be really quite boring, to be honest. If you're doing it by yourself, it's kind of just like you're going, and that's not very entertaining, shall we say. So yes, I could. I need a group of people, to be honest, but yeah, no, I haven't actually done it in a group. I'd love to, don't get me wrong, but no, I haven't actually taken part in the mannequin challenge, but I would love to do it. Gashead Steve also says, what made you come up with the name Colossal Vids? Now basically, that was down to a random word generator. Back when I created the channel over a year ago, I basically went on what's called a random word generator. It basically churns out loads of different words, and basically the idea was to see if any came out that basically seemed quite interesting that I could use for the channel. The idea was to basically get a kind of clear message across, but using words that weren't kind of your everyday words, weren't sort of predictable, weren't obvious, but were still pretty cool words, I suppose, at least in my opinion. There were words coming out that were quite boring, nothing too interesting, nothing too special, and then Colossal just kind of randomly came out. And I like the fact that it kind of means like big, you know, on a grand scale, kind of, I suppose, gigantic really. And I liked what that kind of suggested, you know, doing potentially videos that are, you know, hopefully of a colossal kind of scale, shall we say. And then vids was really easy. That just kind of followed as well quite naturally. I kind of always wanted to put videos or vids at the end anyway. But also it was kind of a bonus that colossal and vids, in my opinion, kind of just fit together so well, because obviously I didn't really want to use anything like, you know, big videos or enormous videos, because that sounds really silly. Okay, and then one of my really good friends, a guy that's also called Dan, funnily enough, Oza8610, has actually said, congratulations mate, and thanks for the mention, because I actually mentioned him in the initial announcement video. So you're very welcome mate, no problem at all. You've always supported the channel from the very beginning, and I couldn't be more thankful and more appreciative if I tried, really. Okay, and then another really awesome YouTuber, a lovely girl called Robin, who I've been following for a long time, and vice versa, has basically then also said, Dan, congratulations on 200 subs, I'm super proud and happy for you. So yeah, thank you very much mate, that really means a lot too, and just keep bringing out the awesome videos on your channel as well, and I will as always continue to support and comment on those too. Another good friend of mine, OddPod, has then said, congrats Dan, I wonder if I should actually unsub just to get you to 199, because at the time I had just hit 200, so he was gonna joke around and maybe unsub so they actually took me down again. And then he said keep up the good work. So yeah, thanks a lot OddPod, awesome dude, great channel, it's full of nostalgia, toys, TV shows you used to watch, or sort of toys you used to play with when you were younger. Great, if you want like to reminisce about your childhood, that is the platform to go on to, OddPod. Another really good friend of mine, a guy called Pete Armour, absolute legend, really is, on a retro tip, has also then said, yes, well done Dan, haha, you said how's it going in an Australian accent at the start. In my 200 subs announcement video, apparently I sounded Australian, and apparently people have said this in the past, that I keep sounding Australian. I don't really understand, because I don't think I do, and I can't see how, because I'm not Australian, I've never been to Australia. If anything, I probably used to know 2 people that live in Australia that came over to the UK on work experience, but they've gone back now, and that was years ago. I've never been to Australia. If I even sound a tinge like it, which I'm not going to because I don't, then it's pure coincidence. Basically, he said, what is your favourite memory or memories of childhood birthdays and Christmas gifts? Do you know what? One that really sticks in my mind when I was a lot younger, must have been about like 7 or 8. It was one Christmas, and again, you can sit there and say, you know, but that system was rubbish, you know, it flopped, you know, how can that be a really good memory for you? I've got a soft spot for it, I still own it. What people don't tend to do, people don't give it the time of day, because there are actually some hidden gems on it that people don't think about and people haven't looked into. They just think because there were some awful games on it that it's just completely awful. But basically, I remember getting my Philips CDI one Christmas. Parents bought it for me and my brother, and they also bought a load of games for us. It must have cost them an arm and a leg as well. I just remember opening it up and just being like, what is this? Because obviously they're huge as well. So I remember thinking, what is this? And I've played it ever since. Just grew up with it, love it, still love it to this day, and I just remember still getting it, and it was such a cool moment. Okay then, so then another really good friend of mine, a guy called Game Taff, Aiden. We go back quite a way, known him a long time, one of my really good friends. We have such a good friendship, and we always have the best times whenever we hang out, whenever we go to meetups and stuff. He's basically said, 200 subs, it's about damn time. Cheers, mate. So he's put, what is your channel's future? Do you want to focus on one thing, or do you have a goal in mind? Channel's future? Do you know what? Honestly, for the channel's future, I just want it to be as big and as exciting as possible. If that's possible. I'm just enjoying the ride. I'm enjoying making videos so much and being in the moment and actually recording the videos. Every single one I do, I enjoy so much. If I didn't, obviously I wouldn't do them. So I just want to keep doing that really, and just keep bringing out a variety of videos to try and appeal to as many different audiences as I can, and just hope that people find the channel going into 2017 and more people discover it really. And that's difficult, I know, to get people to discover your channel, but I just want as many people to find it as possible and find out as many ways as I can sort of advertise it to kind of try and achieve that, to therefore enable sort of as bigger and as better future as possible. Do you want to focus on one thing, or do you have a goal? Well, in terms of a goal, I mean, yeah, it's pretty impossible. It's never going to happen, let's be honest. But, you know, 1,000 subs, I think, is a lot of people's kind of, you know, big goal. I suppose being more realistic, it's always good to be ambitious. 500 subs by next Christmas, not going to happen. But I'll give it as a goal, something to say. And do you want to focus on one thing? I don't. I really don't. I'm enjoying too much kind of having the variety there, doing different videos. I wouldn't want to restrict it. I wouldn't want to go to just one thing because I'd miss the other things. Because my interests are so wide and so varied, I wouldn't want to just restrict it like that. You know, one day I might wake up and want to do a gaming video, one day I might wake up and want to do a fitness video, or a piano video, or a vlog, or a challenge, or a product taster. And I like that because your mood does change. And why restrict yourself if you want to make it varied? So no, I'd want to focus on as many things as I can still. I wouldn't want to restrict it suddenly. No, I enjoy doing the variety, so I think I'd keep that like that. You know, the more people that come on board, the more likely there are to discover some of my older videos as well. So I like kind of going back and looking at some of my old videos as well and seeing how far I've come, and I do like watching my videos back without sounding vain or anything. I like to do that to see how I've edited it and see how it's come across, and yeah, just kind of, I suppose, feel proud of the fact that I did that, especially if a lot of work did go into it. So yeah, I guess just see how it goes really, and hope more and more people find it. Okay, and then Sega CD Universe, awesome dude, said congrats bud, so really appreciate that too, mate. Okay, and then another really good friend, I'm really lucky actually, a lot of people that have commented I'm very good friends with, a lot of them in person as well. So this is a guy called Metropolis, aka Matt, with 1 T. A lot of people do kind of spell it with 2 and it really annoys him, but he spells it with 1 T, just to be different, I guess. Most Matts I know are 2 T's, but I guess he wants to be different. So yeah, try and spell it with 1 T, otherwise he'll probably have a right go at you. I'm kidding. Basically, Matt says, congrats on 200 subs. Thank you very much, mate. And his questions are, number 1, what do you dip your chicken nugget in? Tomato ketchup. Question 2, why haven't you uploaded Jurassic Park or Goosebumps music playing it on piano for me yet? To be honest, I've been really busy, if I'm totally honest. I'm having problems as well, and this is not an excuse, I'm being totally honest. I'm having problems with my audio interface at the moment. I'm trying to get it to record properly into my music software, so it's recorded at a higher quality, and it keeps on cutting out and glitching. So I tried to use it a few weeks ago, and I wanted to generally record some videos, and I was actually getting ready to do that. And it kept on glitching out and stopping recording, and I couldn't get it to feed the signals through properly. So as soon as it kind of hopefully kicks itself into gear again and wants to work for me, I will do it. I promise you, I really will. Okay, another good friend, a guy called Andy123son, really awesome dude. I know I keep thanking him. He keeps on saying, "Stop thanking me so much. You know, you're too kind. You know, honestly, it's fine. I'll always support your channel. You don't have to thank me so much," because I do. Because I am really grateful. But Andy said, "Congrats on 200 subs, mate. Really glad you're growing since your videos are great," because he's followed me from the beginning as well. Anyway, I'm going to be super boring and ask the same question I ask everyone that does a Q&A. That's fine. What, in your opinion, is the best thing about YouTube and the worst thing about YouTube? Well, definitely, and I think a lot of people say this anyway, the best thing about YouTube is definitely, not even as far as I'm concerned, you know, how many subs you can get or, you know, how much attention. I think, for me, if I had to say one thing that was the most important, it would be the community. It would be the people that you meet. For me, would tip everything else. The amount of friends I have made just through doing YouTube, which if I didn't have a YouTube channel in the first place, I wouldn't have as many friends in these areas as I do, is insane. What's the worst thing? I suppose for me, the fact that YouTube can't leave things alone, if I'm honest, the fact that they have to keep changing things and you go on it one day and everything's moved. Yeah, I think one of the biggest things for me that really annoyed me was this whole thumbs up, thumbs down thing. I mean, okay, fine, you know, you can see the balance of who likes your videos and who doesn't, but I don't know, I just think if you don't like someone's video, don't watch it. It's so obvious, it's so true. It's not hard. Years ago, they used to have a star rating where you'd rate a video out of, I think it was 5 stars, but even if someone rated you 1 star, at least it proved they liked it in some way, shape or form. Whereas now it's like they can actually literally tell you they hate it. You're not going to please everyone, of course you're not, but I just think, why take time out of your day to even do that? Why not just move on? Watch another channel then. Don't know, that's just me. The next question is from, again, one of the most awesome YouTubers I've ever come across ever, and I've followed her channel for a long time and vice versa. She's always commenting on my channel as well, and it means such a lot. And her videos, the quality is just insane. You have to check her out, honestly. A girl called We Are Salmonella, Emma. Please check her out. She is just off the scale of how good her videos are. The quality and what she can do in special effects are insane. Check her out and you'll know exactly what I mean. She said, "Yay, congratulations, you deserve it." Thank you so much, Emma. Question is, what is your dream video to make for YouTube? This probably would be really, really obvious, but a dream video of mine would be to collaborate with a well-known YouTuber. Everyone probably would say that as well, but it really would be. It really, really would be, like, to have the chance to collaborate with someone like Joe Sugg or Casper Lee or like Colleen, Psycho Soprano, aka Miranda Sings. It would just be insane. I think I would literally feel like I died and gone to heaven, if I'm honest. Just someone that's so nice as well and would be so much fun. You know, you watch their videos and see how much fun they have and their personalities, and you wish you kind of could be involved in that. Yeah, or even again, just like anyone else in that kind of status, Marcus Butler or Alfie Days, Zoella or Ollie White. Yeah, basically anyone kind of like in that kind of group would just be insane. But I think for me, yeah, Joe Sugg, Casper Lee or Miranda Sings would be just so funny. Or even someone like Glazelle as well would be brilliant. It would be so brilliant. Yeah, never gonna happen. But yeah, it would be a dream for me, an absolute dream. Thank you, Emma, you're a star, I really appreciate it. Maybe even we'd be able to collaborate one day, Emma. I know you're in a different country, but it's not impossible. Things can happen. Who knows what the future could hold? You never know. But anyway, thank you so much for your question, Emma. You're an absolute star. And I will get a dream across to you at some point that you can act out for me. As soon as I have a good one, I promise you, because she acts out people's dreams for them as well. It's such a cool idea. I will send it across to you as soon as I've not had any good ones still, but I promise when I do, and it's interesting and it's long enough, I'll send it across to you. Okay, next one is from a guy called Retronic Collector. Really nice guy, he's always commenting, just so down to earth and really kind with what he says as well. He's basically says, huge congratulations down on reaching such a milestone, really enjoy your content and I have a question for you. He says, what's your favourite retro game and what console format is it on and why is it your favourite sorry. And then he says, great video and instant fave. I do like your intro as well, it's ace. Thank you, mate, I appreciate that. Oh my god, you can't ask me that. What's your favourite game, retro game and system, console? I don't know, there's too many. How could I choose? I love the Mega Drive, I love the Dreamcast, I love the Philips CDI. I love the SNES. I don't know, Sega Mega Drive and Sonic 2 is a big one for me. Super Nintendo and Donkey Kong Country, Super Mario World is a big one for me. I don't know. Yeah. And there's too many, I can't do it. Thank you for the question, mate, but I hope that's not too bad for you, but I can't do it. Too many. But thank you, and I'm glad you like the intro. Okay, and another good friend of mine, a lovely lady called Wendy, aka Time to Chill 73. I've known her a very long time as well. And she says, hey Dan, congrats on 200 subs, thank you very much. 2 questions then. One, do you think you'll be doing more gaming related videos, like more Let's Plays, gaming collections? Yeah, I think I will. And it's funny she says that actually, because I haven't been, or I'd never sort of been doing that kind of thing properly until I think last month. I had not done any Let's Plays on the channel, just like single gaming vids rather than Let's Plays, and I'd not done any collection videos either, because I did it on an old channel and I didn't know if it would work on Colossal Vids. But the more she sort of asks and other people have said things, I think I would. I've started a Let's Play now of Super Mario World, so that's going okay. But yeah, do you know, I think I would actually sit down and go through a collection now. I wasn't sure if collections would actually work on Colossal Vids, maybe that's just me. But yeah, actually I think I would. Actually I think I generally would actually put those kind of videos on this channel now. And also, when you do fitness videos, do you think you could add some healthy cooking tips or actually make a meal? Thanks, continuing to put out great content. Thank you, mate. I've never thought about doing cooking videos, mainly because I'm not very good. I have cooked some really nice healthy meals in the past, and if you followed me on Instagram, or if you do in the future, Colossal Vids, you'll see, if you scroll down, there's lots of pictures on there of really nice meals that I've cooked from scratch that are really healthy, and I really enjoyed that. A lot of it's making time because they can take a while, but would I cook one of those on camera? Would you want it? I don't know if that's something you guys would want. Would that work on Colossal Vids? I don't know. Maybe. And kind of go through the recipe and kind of cook it live on camera almost, or maybe not live. And then just talk about what I've done and why I've done it and how much of this have I put in and what did I do next. And maybe. That's not too much. No, that's not too much a far-fetched idea. Yeah, maybe. Which reminds me, Wendy's also then asked another question on Twitter, because those are on YouTube. What games do you have or are you enjoying on your 3DS, and do you plan on getting the Switch? And also, why is Rosie so cute, my dog? What games do you have or are you enjoying on your 3DS? I've got loads of 3DS games now. I've built up a really nice collection. I'm currently playing the classic, what's it called? The Sega 3D Classics Collection, where they're all in obviously 3D, would you believe it? That's really good. I'm also playing the new Sonic Boom, Fire and Ice, which isn't too bad. The Sonic Boom games haven't got much good rep really, but I actually don't mind them. I also enjoy playing Super Smash Brothers 3DS, I think it is, and New Super Mario Brothers 2, and Donkey Kong Country Returns. Are you looking to get the Switch? The only reason I wouldn't get the Switch is because I've got too many consoles, as I think you already know actually, Wendy, and I haven't got the space, and also I don't want to keep churning out, sort of spending money and lots more money on stuff when actually I'm probably not going to get a chance to play a lot of stuff I've got already. So probably not, but I do like the idea that it kind of transforms, you can kind of take it off and take bits off of it and use it handheld as well and stuff like that. It's a cool idea, but I probably won't, just because I've got a Wii and a Wii U now as well. I've got so many systems, it's not even funny, so probably not, but I do like the idea. And why is your dog so cute, Rosie? Because she just is. She's the most gorgeous thing on earth. She really is. And yeah, because she's just incredible. She is the best thing ever. Okay, and then we've got a question from an awesome dude called Temple Ibis. Alan, known him a long time, really cool dude, really down to earth, really good friend of mine. He's basically said, Dan, when you look at video game mascots like Sonic, Mario, Crash Bandicoot, Rayman and Spyro, etc., and you look at the impact they've done during the old generations and the current generations, do you think there'll ever be another gaming mascot who could do similar and make a massive impact? Quite a cool question actually. Or do you think gaming's changed too much and there will never be a new mascot that could do what Sonic, Mario and Crash and all the others have done? It's like, imagine if someone created a new character or presented a new character, right? Like Zape D, which is a character that I think he's created. Do you think there's a possibility that he could make a huge impact in the community? I don't see why not. I know times change, but I don't see why not. I mean, I think you've got to be quite lucky as well. I think, you know, Sega tried a lot of different mascots before they actually found the one that actually made the impact, which was obviously Sonic. You know, they'd gone through, you know, Alex Kidd as well, and what was the other one? Was it Oh, there's another one. Is it Oppa? From Fantasy Zone? I can't remember what it was now. There was another character, and then eventually they sort of went for Sonic, and it actually, obviously, he worked. It's all right creating a good character that looks cool, but if they don't have the games behind them to actually go with it, it's not going to do well anyway. So you've got to be able to create good games for it as well as just the character itself. So that's quite a big ask. But if you've got the skills to create a mascot that people are going to relate to, and it looks good, and also be able to create good games around it as well in the background, I don't see why not. I really don't. You know, I'm sure there's space in the market for a new mascot. I don't see why not. Also, they are rinsing a lot of the mascots. I mean, don't get me wrong, everyone knows that my favourite mascot is Sonic, and I have a huge passion for Sonic games. I'm a massive fan, but it's so easy for Sega just to keep releasing games based on Sonic, because Sonic's done well, everyone knows who he is, it's great. It would be more difficult or more time consuming possibly for Sega to bring out a new mascot suddenly, because then they've also got to bring out games for this new mascot, which are probably going to be slightly, completely different to what the Sonic ones were like. It's a different mascot. So now they've got to think up new ideas, new concepts. Whereas with Sonic, it's so easy. The concept's already there. You run through levels. You go around loop-de-loops and collect rings and side-scrolling and jump from platform to platform and use springs and collect Chaos Emeralds. You just keep doing more of that. So the concept's already there. They know people love it already. With a new mascot, they don't know yet if people are going to like it. They've got to create a new one. They've got to create a new concept and new games and levels. It's more time-consuming. Whereas they know Sonic works, so they just keep doing it. So I don't know, maybe. I think they might see it as too much of a gamble, maybe. But I suppose because they know Sonic and Mario work, they just keep using them. But maybe. I suppose if that ever happened, we'd see. But it's not a bad idea, Alan, and I think it's something that should be worth exploring. Okay, we are nearly there, so thank you so much all of you that posted questions. Another good friend of mine called Martin Murphy, who's actually can be found at GameLink UK, which is a game shop that he used to own, which unfortunately has been shut down now because there was a lot of issues, which I won't go into because it's personal to him, but unfortunately basically the shop was amazing. It sold loads of retro stuff. I met so many friends just through that shop alone, and unfortunately now it no longer exists. But he's basically put, what's your favourite game shop, past or present? Wink face. Game Station. Alright, I'll say it, GameLink. It was an awesome shop, it really was. I met so many friends there. Yeah, it was a great shop. If you got to experience it, you know what I mean. He did such a good job as well, Martin, he really did. It was in Lincolnshire, and it was awesome. It was so good. We did a campaign not long ago to try and get it to come back, but we couldn't raise enough money in the end. So we ended up just going around Martin's house and just having a gaming evening instead, which was, don't get me wrong, so much fun. But yeah, nearly, but it was awesome. It was so good. I loved it. So yeah, GameLink for sure. But I did love Game Station as well, and also Blockbuster Video. So devastated when that closed down. So devastated. Okay, yes, it was mainly videos and DVDs, but it did have games in there as well. I used to rent my Sega Mega Drive games from there. And there's big orange VHS style boxes with just the cart rattling around inside. I still have some PS1 games upstairs that actually come in a Blockbuster old ex-rental case. Yeah. Oh, good old days. But yeah, GameLink was awesome. It really, really was. I say thanks for the question, mate. Really appreciate it. Okay, so I've just turned the light on behind me, so hopefully it's not too glary. It's basically getting dark. It's only like 3:30, right? It's getting dark. Can you believe that? Last couple of questions then. Actually, he posted a comment earlier and he didn't ask a question, and now he has. A guy called Dan Oza. He says, what do you think of the Nintendo Switch, and do you have any plans to do any live gaming streams? Switch I've already spoken about. I like the idea, but I probably won't get on myself because I've got so many systems already. And do you have any plans to do any live gaming streams? I've just done 2 recently, one on a load of Sega goodness and one on some Nintendo stuff to try out a new capture card that I've got, a Roxio game capture card, and it was really fun. So if you fancy checking those out, they're on the channel as recent videos. So yeah, I have done some and might do some in the future as well. And finally, a question from 2 of the most awesome people I've ever met, and I've recently met up with in person as well, Taylor and Martina. Can't say any more than what I've already said really about these 2 because they're just too epic. They are the loveliest people you can ever meet. Their videos are incredible, so much fun to be around and to do stuff with. And they've basically said, where do you see your channel this time next year, and who is your dream collab? Dream collab, now that I've collaborated with Taylor Martinez, I can't say them. Joe Sugg, Casper Lee, Miranda Sings, aka Colleen, Marcus Butler, Alfie Days, and where to see your channel this time next year? Bigger, better, yeah, just kind of doing more of what I love doing, with maybe some new stuff thrown in. If there's any suggestions you've got, let me know. Yeah, maybe with some just newer stuff thrown in as well. Yeah, probably just bigger and still doing more of the awesome stuff. Maybe I see it with more collabs, because I love doing collabs, they're so much fun. So yeah, I guess more exciting, bigger, better, I guess, and with more collabs. Okay, so there we go. That's all the questions that I've had, both on Twitter and YouTube. I just want to thank you all so much for taking time out of your day to send me questions. Really, really means a lot. And yeah, just thank you. I've now surpassed 200 subs. Enjoy the videos that are coming up soon as well. Thank you so much, and I'll catch up with you guys soon. Have a good one.